Recently, Susie Larson sat down with the Northwestern Christian Writers Conference keynote speaker, Liz Curtis Higgs, on what to expect from this year's conference.
Maybe say why, for somebody who has just an aspiration to write, why a conference is the next right step.
Oh, yeah. Well, when people call me, email me, whatever, contact me about I feel a tug to write, but I don't know what to do, the first thing I tell them to do is to go to a writer's conference. But here's the key. You don't have to have like a writing sample even with you. The first one, you want to come, listen, observe, take copious notes, think about your project that's kicking around and make lots of notes about it as well, not just what the speakers say. But I always say, your first year, your first conference, be quiet. Just listen. Just listen, soak it all up. Don't feel on the spot to have an answer to the elevator question of what are you working on? You just say, I'm listening is all I'm doing. Then the second conference, you can begin to, tentatively hold out your hand and say, my name is, and here's what I'm working on. But that first one, that is just for you to learn. So if this is you're going to be your first one, we're so there for you. Just come, soak up.
That is brilliant, truly, because that takes so much of the pressure off. I've talked about if you've got a proposal idea, spend some time, do your homework, and be ready. But that should never be to the exclusion of somebody who's curious, because sitting and listening and taking the pressure off yourself is exactly what you should do, just so you can receive and learn and get a sense of where to go next, right?
Well, and what you're listening for, honestly, isn't the speaker's words. You are really listening for the Holy Spirit to speak to your heart specifically and say, this is what I have for you. Or, this is, honestly, not what I have for you. It's possible that you'll come to a writer's conference and by the end of it, you'll have a piece about walking out and saying, you know what, I don't have to write a book. This isn't, in fact, my calling. Well, for a very inexpensive price, you just got a huge answer.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
I say that because I've done that. I've gone to events. I love to tell people about, for example, the 6-week quilting course that I took for an hour, 1 hour. At the end of the hour, we took a break, and I went up to the teacher, and I handed back all my fabric little bits and all my templates and all that, and I said, look, I don't want my money back. I just want out, okay? Because I knew I thought it would be really cool to quilt, and I got into it and thought, I have no skill set here. This is out of my league. But it was a huge relief. Now I can buy a quilt and not tremble at what it costs because I know what goes into it, and it's worth every penny.
That is
so,
perfect.
So maybe you come to the Writers' Conference and you really are just at that curious stage. It will be a chance for the Holy Spirit to either confirm your calling or maybe show you what He really has for you. So either way, you can't lose.
We hope you found this helpful. If you'd like more information on the conference, please visit northwesternchristianwritersconference.com.